Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the podcast, ProBROknow.
Welcome.
Yes.
Welcome, everyone.
Hello, brothers.
Hello.
Yes.
How's
Hey.
it going, buddy?
Good, good.
Yeah. So I've got Chad, my oldest brother
The
on my right.
wisest.
Yes. And Wade on that's my left.
That is your left.
That would be
Anyway.
your port side if you
Yeah.
were a sailor.
That's true.
Oh, wow.
I am a
Yeah.
sailor.
That's impressive, Chad.
Yes.
Good
I'm
for
a
you,
bank
buddy.
of knowledge. Just ask me.
Grab
anything.
the mainsail.
I guess with every podcast, we are three brothers and we have three opinions and we talk about one topic.
That's true.
And today's topic is going to be aisle or window,
Oh,
meaning aircraft preferences.
okay.
Yeah. So,
Like aircraft etiquette.
yeah, we could call
Or
it
no, preferences, I guess.
preferences, etiquette. So, we're going to encompass lots of stuff. So, what say you guys? Let's just dive right in.
Let's do it.
All right,
Done.
let's go. Okay, so today's topic, aisle or window. I thought it was a really good topic to choose because I know a lot of people have their preferences. Personally, I know I'm an aisle guy. Chad, I think you're a window guy.
I do like a window generally, but it depends on the flight and the size of the airplane. You know, if sometimes you just don't want to be crammed in there. If you're in a row of 3 or 4 seats, it's not as fun to be in that role. I'm kind of curious of why you picked this topic because I'm trying to think, is there that much content in a topic about aisle and window?
Well, I just figured I would use aisle and window as the heading, but I think, this can morph into a whole whack of, different topics that we can kind of touch on, which is, are you first to board the aircraft, or do you wait until everyone's on and stay in the lounge and have another drink? And you get on and then you push off the gate. Are you one of those guys that, the plane gets to the gate and you're about to, get up and get your luggage, or do you sit in the seat and wait for everyone else to get off the plane?
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
Chad, we've flown with Spencer. We know that he's the guy that's running down the the length of the airport
It's
as
true.
they're calling his name for the last boarding of the airplane because he's watch shopping
I was
in
just
the
going
watch
to say
store.
he's watch shopping. I remember, as a matter of fact, when we were in England, wasn't it England when we were?
It was, yeah.
It was England, yeah.
And they were calling his name throughout the airport, and he was trying to strike a deal on a watch.
Yeah, we thought we were going to be leaving
Yeah.
without him.
And thanks for staying back and waiting for but you guys actually boarded the plane. Like, well, I guess you'll get the next
Yeah,
flight.
we told him to go. Go ahead.
Yeah.
He's not here. Sucks to be him.
Yeah,
It's
nice.
it's true. We looked at each other and said, I'm not missing my flight. We're going if he doesn't come
That's
back.
brotherly love
in
right
2
there.
minutes.
It is brotherly love.
What
Hey,
if something
so-
happened to me though? Honestly, what if something happened to me and I was, needing some assistance, and you guys were like, well, Wade, do you want a drink? You want rum and Coke? You just care about yourself.
The only assistance you needed was help buying a watch. That was it.
His assistance was blackface or silver.
Right?
That's what I want to know.
So listen, Spence, you said your preference is aisle. Mm-hmm. And what about you, Chad?
I think you said window.
I generally prefer
did he? Okay.
the window. Yeah, if
I
it's
think
only,
I blacked out during that
that's okay.
conversation.
No,
Sorry.
I think if it's only a couple of seats, I prefer the window. But if you're on some of those economy aircrafts where it's super tiny seats, I don't want to be crawling over people and just feel wedged in there. But I would say generally speaking, I prefer the view. I can look out at the clouds, or going over top of a city or whatever.
Yeah. I think it depends who I'm with. If I'm flying with family,
Yeah,
I like a window because I don't feel bad about hopping over them if I have to leave to go use the washroom.
that's
But
a
if
good
I'm
point.
flying alone,
Yeah,
I'm on the aisle
Yeah.
because I don't want to be
That
jumping
guy.
over people. I don't want to be that guy jumping over people saying
Sure.
I gotta leave.
Yeah.
So I'll be on the aisle.
I think that's too. I've been on some flights where I've been at the window, and if I have to go to the bathroom, there's, inevitably there's someone beside me or in the middle or on the aisle that decided they're going to have a snooze, and then I find myself sitting there, holding and like I can't hold on much longer, because I don't want to be that guy who's like disturbing their sleep.
yeah.
But there's no easy way to climb over 3 seats to get into the aisle. And
I'll tell you one thing: you don't want to be on the window seat when you're the guy with the little baby bladder.
Yeah.
Or you got to get up
I can attest to that.
I was just gonna say, Wade, do you want to talk about
yeah,
this?
I can attest to that
every
one.
30 minutes getting up.
Yeah.
It's every 32 minutes, Chad.
Oh,
I've
roughly.
told you a million times. Stop
Yes.
exaggerating.
Sure. I'll stop bringing a stopwatch.
But that brings up another good question, though. So I've had this happen, so I want to get your perspective.
Sure.
You're on the window seat,
Okay.
and you've got, and let's just say it's a 2x2. Just you're on that side. It's just two seats. You're in the window. There's a random lady beside you or a male. Doesn't matter. But
Okay.
in this, my example is going to be a woman.
So you're by yourself. on the
Yeah,
boat.
you're by yourself. You have
Okay.
a stranger beside you, and she leans over and says, "Excuse me, would you mind switching with my daughter? She's over there, and we didn't get seats together, and she's really afraid of flying." I'm assuming you're going to give up your seat for that, Chad, your window seat.
Absolutely. Yeah. Of course. I mean, that's
And I think most people would
the
say that.
courteous thing to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
But now, if we add another element to that,
Okay.
the first reaction I would agree is yes, right? We're all parents, so we
Sure.
want to have our kids with us. But you look over and you see the daughter stand up from a middle seat on the other side. Maybe it's a 3 configuration on that side.
Oh, so
And
you
now-
got, you got 2 on the one side and 3 on the other.
Yeah, and now all of a sudden you're going from a window seat to a middle seat. Are you still making that change, or are you asking first when someone asks you, where are they sitting? Do you want to
Yeah.
know what you're actually about to change into, or do you just?
You're having to like scan the aisle to see exactly where she was, so that
Well, let's add to this. What if the 2 people on either side of the middle seat are big linebackers? 2 big people.
you're like traveling in the center of the LA Rams.
Right?
On either seat.
they've got their elbows, they're on
On
both
either side of it.
armrests,
Yeah.
and you're in the center like this, for 3 hours.
Yeah. So are you gonna do that favor at that point in
Well,
time?
I mean, what do you do if you've already said yes? You can't really back out. I mean,
Well, that's what I'm saying. Do you? And this is Wade's favorite word, preface. Do you preface the your answer? Do you ask where they're sitting first, or do you just blindly accept?
maybe you have to do it kind of nonchalant, like, oh, where's your daughter?
I think I've been asked this before, and I think I've actually just said, "Oh, where's your daughter seated?" And then I'll take a look.
Right. So you're
I
saying
think I've done that.
You're saying you got to scope it out
Yeah,
before you answer whether or not you're going to do it.
I'm probably still going to do it because I'm a nice guy.
Sure.
What if it's a flight to?
Oh, like a 7-hour flight.
Yeah, or like you're going to Australia. Are you still making that switch, Wade?
No, I don't think I am.
That's a long.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I am.
Yeah. I know. I think I'm with you, Wade. I would probably make the switch, but if I found out after that I was sitting in between the linebackers, as you put it, for 5 or 6 hours, yeah, that would be rough. I'll tell you what, though. What I'm going to just throw this another direction here. What if they put you, let's say they weren't linebackers, they were just average people, but somebody had really serious body odor
Oh,
like that. What do you do? What do you do about that? You're down there, you're breathing into your hands.
you've already made the switch.
Yeah, there's no way to know
trying to-
that beforehand, right? So
No, you can't go down and do a little sniff test before you get in the seat. So I think if it were me,
That'd be a problem.
I think I'd stay there for a little bit. I think I would probably, at the earliest opportunity, go back to the woman who said, "Can you please switch?" and say, "Listen, I don't mind switching, but not for the whole flight." So maybe we'll kind of go back and forth a little bit.
Yeah.
And what if she says no?
Well, then I would, if she's going to be like that, I think I'd probably go to the flight attendant and say, "I want my regular seat back."
Sorry, I think I'm in the wrong seat. I didn't realize. I think I apologize. I sat in the wrong seat.
Yeah,
Can I go
sorry.
back to my paid seat?
Right? If you're not going to be as nice as I am, then all bets are off. Right?
Wade says to her, "Could you just go over and just watch my seat for a second?"
I just got to check on something.
And then he just hops right into her seat and just moves right in.
Or you just scope her out when she uses the washroom. You just jump right back in the seat again, right?
Oh my gosh.
Or let's say even go in another direction.
Sure.
You make the switch and you look over and there's a mother with her newborn.
Oh,
And the
newborn's-
baby is wailing, and you just
I've
think
had
for
that.
the next 5 hours.
Yeah, I mean, we've all been on a flight with.
We've had
Not
it.
beside. I've never been beside a whaler.
It doesn't
not-
matter if you're beside or not. Like, it's a small little tin can.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree, but I think it amplifies if they're right beside you.
No, true, it does. But
Now-
like you said, you can't get out of it. You've made the switch.
Yeah, you made your bed.
So I think body odor, linebackers, crying babies, you're kind of done. And no, wait.
So sorry, wait. If
Yeah.
you know it's a middle seat, do you still say yes? Like, let's say you preface it and you ask, "Hey, where's your daughter sitting?" And she tells you that it's a middle seat. Are you like, are you making an excuse why you can't sit in a middle seat? Or are you still saying yes? Or would you say, yeah, sorry, I wouldn't do that for a middle seat, but thanks.
No, I think I might still do it, but I think I would say up front, I'll do it for a little bit. How about we switch for an hour or so? But I'm not going to switch for the whole flight. I would try to do that. Some kind of compromise.
So you're going to be kind for half the flight.
there's a limit to my kindness.
Like, apparently. Let's change up the speed now.
Okay, sure.
Someone is behind you. Doesn't matter who it is. It could be a child, could be an adult.
Okay.
But for some reason, they're fidgety and their leg is kicking the back of your seat.
Oh my God.
Do you sit there and just
I hate that.
trying to just remain calm, or do you actually turn around and say something?
Well, hang on. Who's the person doing it?
Does it matter?
Well, maybe it does. What
Okay.
if it's a
It's a
child?
It's a child.
It's a child, like an under 5 child.
No, 6. The child is 6 and
There's a 5.5.
Yes.
So a 5 3/4-year-old child.
I'd let it go, but if they're 6,
Yeah.
they're getting
seat.
they're getting a talking to.
all bets are off.
They're getting a talking to.
No,
if they're
listen,
6.
I mean, wow. I think it is going to be an age dependent kind of thing. But I mean, if they're sitting with the parent, I'm going to the parent first. I think probably if they were older, like where they would know better, I might be tempted to say, could you please stop, kicking my seat to the child.
Okay.
If they were old enough.
So if they're younger, what are you going to say to the parents? How are you going to address it? Are you going to be nice about it, or are you going to tell your kid to stop kicking my seat?
Of course, I'm going to do it. I'm going to say, listen, I apologize. Sorry to bother you here, but your child keeps kicking the back of my seat and it's really getting annoying. Would you mind just asking them not to do that?
kids. That's
Yeah, just kids
That's
being-
just Bobby.
Kids
Yeah.
being kids,
He's
Chad.
just fidgety. He's ADHD.
Well, Bobby
Sorry
needs to
about
stop
that.
kicking my seat. I mean, that's really what it comes down to.
Okay,
Well,
so what do you do when you ask nicely and she kind of blows you off and they keep kicking the seat? I can't get the words out.
That's
Apparently,
when you grab your seat, recline.
That's
go
when you
back really
recline right
fast.
back.
Yeah, exactly. You just fire the thing back as far as it'll go.
They don't go very far though these days.
Yeah, no. That 4 millimeters it goes back.
You
Doesn't
get the 2% decline on the chair.
Gosh.
So actually, you bring up another topic, which is: are you a recliner or are you not a recliner?
Oh,
Oh, sorry. I'm still trying not to laugh from the last thing.
To recline or not?
It depends. I sometimes actually find it's more comfortable not reclining the seat back. But when I do, what I find interesting is that when I do it, I push the button and I kind of do it slow, like I'm
So
trying
do
to.
I.
I'm trying
So
to
do
just pretend like I'm just barely.
They're
sort
not
of-
going to notice if
Yeah.
I go back.
I'm just
That's
easing
right.
into their speed, their
that's right.
space.
Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. I'm just backing up slowly.
That's so funny, eh? I do the same thing. I never thought of that, but I do. It's almost like I don't want them to know I'm doing it, and as I'm doing it, I've got like that. Like I don't know. It's weird, but I don't. I'm
That is
typically.
weird.
I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm not
I
typically
do.
a recliner.
I do it gently because I'm just trying to not, of course you don't know if they have anything on their tray or whatever. But have you been sitting there when the person in front of you like just slams it?
Yeah.
slams it back.
yeah.
Yeah, but been like, whoa! Yeah, all my stuff almost falls on me.
It seems a little aggressive.
Yeah.
I think that's why we do it slowly. It's kind of our way to ease into it, to say, hey, I'm going to try to do this. And if you don't like it, speak up. Otherwise,
I appreciate,
I'll
Wade,
keep
that
going.
you're so courteous. I just want to put it out there.
thanks, Chad. I appreciate
Yeah.
that. I am
For half
courteous.
the flight.
For half the flight.
That's right. Courteous for the first half.
But
Okay.
I just realized something here.
What's that?
I don't typically, like I said, I'm not a recliner because I don't think it makes a big difference. So I'd rather
Okay.
just not impede someone's space.
Sure.
But as you just talked about the person in front of you who, goes back, with aggression, that's typically when I would recline.
Goes back with aggression.
I'm just
what kind of flights are you on?
Well, Chad said, but someone, really
I'm just
whips
picturing
back
the seat like just slamming.
right. But I've had that happen. I've had someone go back extremely fast.
I was like, why do you got to do me like that?
But yeah, that's typically when someone impedes my space. Then I'm like, okay, well, I wasn't going to recline, but now that my space is minimized, I have to recline.
Oh, so you pay it forward.
I kind of pay it backwards, but yes, I pay it backwards.
it's really thoughtful of him, Wade.
Right? He's a pay it forward kind of guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's another question for you.
Sure.
The plane lands.
Okay.
I hope it does.
Well, hopefully it does land.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let me let me use your words, Spence. Let me preface that.
Great word, Wade.
It is a great word. The plane lands safely.
Sure.
And now everyone's kind of unclicking their seatbelts in a frantic hurry because they want to get off the plane, even though they can't go faster than the guy in front of them.
Right.
So are you the person that just kind of sits patiently in their chair waiting for everyone else to kind of get off, or do you stand up right away and try to get your luggage out and be that guy who's impeding everyone else's ability?
Yeah, I feel like you, Spence, would be like just wanting to get the heck out of there.
No, I don't think
I'm
so.
like, wait, I would rather sit, to be honest, because that's more comfortable to then just stand and like hunched over because you know I can't stand up straight because of bulkhead or whatever.
You got to remember, Chad, he's in a decline, so he's going to just stay there, right? He's relaxing in that
Oh, that's
decline
not true
chair.
because they said we're going to be landing soon, and you got to put your tray in the upright position and all of that. No, so you just stay seated till it's like getting close to your row. Then
No, I'm not saying that. I would prefer to do that.
okay.
But I'm kind of like when you're at a concert and someone stands up in front of me and now I can't see the show, then I stand up. But I would prefer to sit and watch the concert.
Yeah,
so
that's a topic for another one because
but that's
my
kind of the
biggest
same
pet
thing.
peeve,
That
but-
is a one.
if everyone's getting up, then I have to get up because I need to reserve my little space beside my seat that someone doesn't push forward and get into my space. Because the last thing I need is someone's crotch right here. I'm turning my face and I'm staring at their crotch. So I will try to, because I'm an aisle guy, I'll maybe put my leg out to kind of, block someone from getting, too close to my personal space. Or I'll kind of maybe one knee on my seat and then kind of half stand.
Oh, the old one knee on the seat maneuver.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've done that, Wade. No,
Are we talking airplanes?
the one knee on the seat maneuver.
Sorry, wasn't sure there.
Yeah. But yeah, I think I do stand up. I don't like it, but I have to jockey for position. So because I've been on flights where I've sat and then someone has come right beside me and now I can't even get up. And then it's almost like when you let someone in and then at the flow of cars keep going, you can't get out.
Yeah.
And most people are just keep on walking and you're in this line. Now I've got to sit there for the entire flight to come off, or else I've got to put my hand up and kind of cut in front of someone.
Well, yeah, because they just assume that you're just going to wait. Maybe you have a medical condition that means you can't get off right away.
Right.
So people just start going in front of you.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you're trapped.
I do find it interesting that everybody's like rushing to get past you. Like if everybody just literally just let the rows go in order, we would all get off the plane.
Meism, right? They only care about
I
themselves.
got to get off first.
Yeah.
Got to be the first one off.
Yeah.
That's
So
interesting.
I can wait in line, another lineup to go through customs. Like, where are you going?
Yeah.
We're all.
Well, they want to hurry up and get to the baggage claim so they can stand in a line there too.
Yeah.
And stand in front of you there to get their bag before you get yours.
That's so funny, right? People are standing down there at the baggage and like they're just cutting through in front of everybody. It's like it's going to come around. Like it's going to come to you, right?
It's going around and around and around 30 times. At some point, you're going to see your bag. It's all good.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Okay, so we figured out aisle, window, aisle.
We talked about the linebackers.
The babies. One thing we haven't talked about:
What's that?
how much do you drink on a flight?
Oof.
For me, not much, truthfully.
Yeah.
Even if I was first class, it was just unlimited drinks. I'm not having more than a couple, probably.
Well, can I just, to coin a phrase, preface this
Sure.
by saying
Love that word.
how much I drink is depending on if I'm sitting between two linebackers or
A screaming baby.
or there's a screaming baby. Because I might drink more
Yes,
than
I might be drinking more in that situation.
Yeah.
It does. I can speak from experience here that it does make the flight go by really fast if you have a few scotches.
Yeah, it's
and
called passing out.
Well, you call it what you want. I just call it a nice short flight.
Just wake up and you're there. That's it.
You pop a couple Ambien, have a couple scotch. It's wonderful.
Yeah, Scotch and Ambien. That's
You feel like-
this podcast brought to you by Scotch
And
and Ambien.
Glenfiddich, yeah. But yeah, it's. I think. I guess I would say I always drink on a flight unless I know I'm going somewhere where I'm coming home and have to drive home. Obviously, then I don't drink. But if I'm going on vacation and I'm going to some other destination and I'm not driving, yeah, for sure.
The party's starting on
The
the plane.
party is starting actually before I get on the plane. I'm in the lounge.
So you're
and I'm
really
having
really
drinks.
paying attention then to the safety
No,
demonstrations on
I'm
the
the first guy that doesn't know where. What did they say about follow the emergency exit? Yeah.
Where's my life jacket again?
Excuse me, which way are we going? Yeah, I'm
Spence
that
is
guy.
like, there's seatbelts?
Yeah, that's me.
Little does he know they've asked him to open the door in the case of an emergency.
I never
But he's
said
passing out
That's
an
right.
Ambien.
You're climbing over me. I'm getting trampled as everyone's climbing over.
Wade's the guy
Quick,
right next.
open the door.
Yeah, next to the emergency hatch. And he's passed out with scotches when the plane's going down.
Why did no one get off the flight? Well, Spencer McCone had that responsibility.
Yeah, that's why I don't sit there. I don't want that added responsibility.
That's why you don't sit there.
Yeah, I don't. I don't want that
So
responsibility.
that's
that-
a great topic. That's
Yeah.
a great topic.
So the person they give that responsibility to, is that an aisle seat or a window seat?
It's a window. That's why I never.
Is it
get
a window?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think. Yeah, I think it is the window person who has to open that door.
What? That doesn't make sense though.
I think they talk to everyone in the row, but I think specifically they're talking to the person at the window that you're responsible for cracking the door
okay.
open.
Okay.
And then I have to know because if that person's incapable, I may have to take over and open the door.
don't they realize that when you open it, you might spill your scotch? That's right.
If you can even hold the scotch.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, bro, that was an awesome topic. I appreciate you. Bro. I didn't know where that was going to go, but that was actually kind of interesting.
I think we've solved a lot in that topic for sure.
What have we solved?
Nothing.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, but was it entertaining though?
I think it was entertaining. I was entertained.
Well, as long as you were entertained, Wade.
Thank you, Chad.
I one thing we didn't talk about though is
What's that?
do you want to be the first person to board or the last person? Because I see a lot of people do. You talk about lining up.
Yes.
Everyone is like lining up to, aisle or zone 1 or zone 2. And then everyone's lining up to get, I look at that and I'm like obviously from the lounge having my scotch, but I'm like, what are these people doing? You're going to hurry up and get on a plane to sit in an uncomfortable seat,
Yeah. I'm with you. I wait till the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I typically wait till the end as well. I think, what am I don't know, what am I gaining to?
Well, you are gaining, and this is the only benefit of, I guess, boarding first is you're making sure you got a spot for your luggage.
Yes.
Well, that's true. When you wait till the end, you might be putting your carry-on, down the other end of the plane, right?
Yeah. Or under your seat, which I can't stand either. You lose all your leg room that way. But yeah, I guess that's one of the drawbacks. So, pack light.
The other thing about going last, and because I don't know why I hate this so much, but I hate it, when you're all in a line on the plane, slowly inching your way down towards your seat. I hate that with a passion. You're hitting the person in their seat, your luggage is getting caught on the seat.
And that's
I don't know why
don't-
that bugs me.
That's why I don't board first, because I always find I'm sitting there in my aisle seat. I will preface that. And as people are coming down the aisle, I'm always getting hit.
Yeah.
And so that's why I choose to stay and drink scotch.
Well, you know what the solution to that? You just fly first class. That's the solution.
Or more Ambien.
If you
So you're sleeping.
If you recall, though, you didn't fly with us, Chad, but when we
Where?
came back from Paris,
Okay.
Spence and Tina and Sue and I, first class, business class, there was a crying baby the entire time who cried the entire flight home.
Wow.
The entire 6-hour flight in first class cried.
Yeah. I would never, I wouldn't be paying first class for,
For my young baby.
no.
Well, it's not like you're getting to choose. If you're in first class already, I mean, what are you going to do? You're going to complain?
I want first class.
We couldn't do anything, but it was highly annoying. It is what it is, but
Yeah. It's
unfortunate.
Can we end this podcast by I got a really bad pet peeve
Okay, what is it?
about flying.
Sure.
And I think you're going to agree with me here.
Okay.
Why do people clap when you land?
They're happy to be alive.
No, I'm sorry. If I'm on a flight and people are clapping, I want to punch everyone in the face.
That's rude.
No, I'm serious. I don't know. I don't even know why that bothers me. But when I see people clapping, I'm just like, who are you guys never flown before? Is this like, I don't get it. Can you explain?
So
have you ever clapped, Wade?
I don't think
about
I
the
have.
first time on a plane. I get that. Maybe you're like, oh, this is amazing. But
No, I don't think I have.
yeah, I don't think I've ever clapped.
No, I'm pretty sure I've not clapped on a plane when we landed.
Are you talking a flight that's no problems, just a regular flight, no issues, no turbulence, just a
I don't
regular
even
flight?
care if it was a flight from hell and we had major turbulence. I'm never clapping.
You would never clap if the flight was almost, you weren't going to land, you were going to crash. And then suddenly the pilot saved the day. You wouldn't
He,
clap for
he
that.
just pulled it out of a hat and just somehow landed
Okay.
you in the most
You thought
obscene
this
conditions.
is it. I'm done. I'm going. I'm
All
dying.
right. Well, that you're pulling like sure. Okay.
I might applaud for that.
I don't know if I would applaud. I'd probably just go up to the pilot as I'm walking out and give him a hug or her a hug. Seriously, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
I'd say, sorry, I'm not going to clap like these losers, but I'm going to.
But I'm gonna hug.
I'm going to
you.
high five you. I
And
mean,
then he's going to say, "Get away from me! You smell like scotch." All
Let's hug it out.
right, great
anyway.
topic, bro.
yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. I think it was a great topic.
Yeah, I really appreciate you bringing that one to the table. And Wade, as always, pleasure sitting here with you.
Chad, the pleasure's all mine, buddy.
Can I just preface this by saying, I'm glad you
Preface?
guys are my brothers.
Yes, yes, it's true brotherly love.
Feeling the love, guys.
Yes.
Let's
Until
wrap it
next
up.
time.
See you guys later.
Ciao.
All right.